Hey guys, this is Coffee Chug. So here we are. Now that we've been doing a lot with the Makey Makey, let's get into the coding. This is where the fun really begins because we can start to manipulate objects in the real world. We can also manipulate objects within Scratch using the Makey Makey. And so if you've never used it before, if you just search for Scratch in a general search, it's going to pop right up. It's the first thing. You can download the program if you want, but everything is you're able to do it online now, so there's no downloading needed. And so just depending on your platform, I'm not going to spend forever on this. If you don't already have an account, just go here to join Scratch, and you're going to have to follow the protocols. It takes you all of about 45 seconds to get signed up. Obviously, if you're a student, make sure you've got the teacher parent permission portals and all that stuff figured out. If you're a teacher or an adult, it's pretty straightforward. So I have an account, so I'm going to go ahead and log in. I just go to sign in here. All right. Once you're in and you have an account, what you're going to do is you're going to go up here to create for this basic thing just to see how it works. And what's going to happen is you're going to get this platform. This is how Scratch works. And what you have here is this is your Scratch. This is a cat. This is the thing that you can interact with here. You can program blocks to have him do things. Um, and so in this middle, these are all your scripts. These are all your blocks. Think of them like Lego blocks. They kind of click together. And we've got all of these different things. They're all color coded. And there's tons of resources, which I'll share on the website for you to check out and explore to help get started to learn how to do more. Everything you need is online. And so the sky is truly the limit when it comes to this. There's a lot in here, but what we're going to do is we're going to start with events just so you get an understanding of how it works. And what we're going to do is we're going to grab this one here, this when the spacebar key is pressed. Now, what we can do with this is we can click this little down arrow and you can see all the options that we have for every letter on the keyboard. So what we can do is we can trigger different things that happen based on the Makey Makey. So this is where it gets really, really exciting because we know on the front we have the up, down, right, left, and we have the space bar. But on the back side, we have a bunch of other options as well where we can go through and use these other letters. But for now, let's just do the space bar just because we're getting started here. And we can go here to sound. Now, it automatically defaults to this cat sound, but we want to change that. So we could do a couple things. The first thing we could do is we could go to a new sound from the library. So we could click the speaker here, and there's all these sounds for us to choose from: musical notes, vocals, all sorts of things. And you could pick any of those you wanted. Maybe I want bubbles here. So I can pick bubbles. All right, then I can go back to my script and I could go over here to sound, and you can see that bubbles is automatically clicked in here. So I can see bubbles. I also have meow. So if I were to hit the space bar, and I'll show you this with the Makey Makey just a minute. I'm just going to hit it on my keyboard for the sake of the demo. You'll hear bubbles. So you can hear those bubbles going. But here's the really cool thing. We could go here and I could actually record with my microphone a new sound here. So if I were to go to say, let's see here. Hello, my name is Coffee Chug and I love coffee. So I'm going to name this coffee. And now what I can do is I can go back to my scripts and I can drag this drop down and there's my coffee. So when the space bar is pressed, it'll play my voice. Now, I'll show you, I'll cut over here to the screen of the Makey Makey in just a minute. But here's a couple things that you might want to play around with for a little bit. You could drag as many of these as you wanted. So I could actually do this. And I could have the cat move 10 steps after I do that. So if I hit the space bar, he moved 10 steps, and there that is. I could also have a series of things clicked here. So I could drag another one of these over, and I could do the up arrow, I could do the down arrow, and I could program all the keys. So let's take a look at what this looks like with the Makey Makey.